Saturday morning, a little past 9:30. Sun is out, but they're predicting a good amount of rain coming this afternoon. So I've still got my plastic up to protect everything. Let's see, how did we do last night? Looks like it kept everything dry in here, so we're good there. And looking at the plants, the sun is out, which helps. They're all doing okay. Doesn't look like there's anything really new here. Moving over here, nothing else. Well, maybe this one pole bean is looking like it's kind of drying out, or something's happening to the leaves. I don't know. Other than that, we've still got the new growth on the lima bean. We've still got 3 buds up here. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see underneath. So that's what they look like for now. We'll see if they turn into anything. Okay, so it's Sunday morning. The rain is gone. I pulled all the bags off the railing. I still got to get rid of the staples. As it turned out, this one plant here still got quite a bit of water. It wasn't covered up in any way, so the rain hit it, and there was quite a bit of water caught in the bottom there, which I've now drained out. Everything else seems to be doing okay, but also everything seems to still be wet. I guess it just hasn't been dry enough for the soil to dry out. So everything's pretty much where it was. I did notice, let's see if I can find it, there was one plant. Well, I have to wait for it to pop up a little bit more, but there's one plant in here. Oh yeah, I think it was right in here. But they haven't really popped. I can see some roots starting to grow where some of the soil has come off the seeds. Anyway, moving on. We've got the rest of the plants. We've got tomato, and the sun is out. So we'll see what happens after things dry out, and we'll get into a normal week. Good morning, viewers. It's Monday morning. I'm going to do a quick update here because I'm coming to the realization that these longer updates where I tour the entire garden after a week's worth of shooting ends up to be more than the 10-minute limit on YouTube. So I'm going to have to start shortening some things up. This is probably just adding to it. But my next update's probably going to be actually before the weekend. So what I'm going to do is just simply run until I hit 10 minutes and then put up the update for that one, and then I'll just keep running until I hit another 10 minutes and hit the update for that one. So it's going to be a little bit different than I was planning, but here we go. So here's the Monday morning update. The garden looks a little bit different today. That's because I pulled everything and put it over in that area, which you can't see behind the tree, which is where I had to put everything before when they were coming along to do all the fascia. So the difference here is this time they're going to be working on the stucco up here, which they're going to be resecuring. It's just slightly dipping. It's actually more a belt and suspenders kind of approach, but so they're going to be doing some repair work up there, and I had to clear out the fragile parts of my garden so that they wouldn't do any damage. Otherwise, though, everything's pretty much the same. Okay, it's Tuesday morning, a little past 10, and it's time for another update. So, here we are in the hallway. My stuff is still here because, silly me, I didn't realize that yesterday was well, I knew it was a holiday, but the folks that were supposed to come and work on all the stucco and all of that didn't show up yesterday because it was a holiday, and they're supposed to show up today, but I don't see them yet. Anyway, so this is where things stand. I also have some other stuff downstairs, hanging out at a neighbor's apartment because there's some sun down here. And here's the regular garden view. Not much has changed since yesterday, except that I cut off some of the leaves on the lima bean plant to reveal the new growth down below, and hopefully that'll pick up a little more sun. And looking at the tomatoes, and let me see if I can't, even though I'm kind of going upside down here, get up under those blossoms, and you may be able to see that they look like, at least the one that's deep yellow is looks like it's getting bigger. Now I just decided to go ahead and move the tomato plant, so I was pulling it out to go down, and I noticed what I had here in the tray underneath, and I don't know if you can see how cloudy that is, but I think today's the 22nd, and on the 20th I noticed that my milk in the fridge was about to expire, so I decided to come out and give it a really healthy drink. Well, that's what's managed to filter through the soil. So now I've emptied out the container below, emptied it into another container. There were actual chunks in there, so I think that's another way of making yogurt. Tomato yogurt, anybody? Anyway, that's what the plant looks like in its new position, and I think I'm going to take the stuff I just emptied out and drop it in the toilet. Okay, just so I still have it on record, it's still Tuesday, and I've replanted, or I've added more seeds to the E and F squash. That would be the Dixie and the straight neck. And I've also added seeds to the watermelon, which wasn't giving me anything. One more to the spaghetti squash, 3 more to the scallop squash, and a couple more to the lemon cucumber. Let's see if that turns into anything. Okay, it's Wednesday morning about 10:30, and this would be the before, since it looks like they're finally done with that. And I think we might have a new friend around here. Hey there. And after. And I guess we have a new guest. He's getting rather clingy. We're gonna call him Smokey. Long story, but Stinker's no longer with us. So that's it for today. Well, until maybe later I'll manage to get the railing put together. Alright, so it's Thursday morning, Southern California, and if you don't live in Southern California, this is really unusual. We still haven't made it to 60 degrees, and it's 10 o'clock now. So it's just been particularly cold the last several days, and we've had a lot of rain the last couple of weeks, and I guess it is the rainy season, but I kind of started my garden early, and I'm starting to wonder now if that was a bad decision considering how much rain and cold we've had, but we'll see. Anyway, for today, there's not much change to the garden itself. Looks like maybe tonight or tomorrow morning I'll be putting up some more plastic to cover some things up, but that's it for now.